So here is an interesting question. What does the AI think that we believe? Right? So tomorrow I'm doing an ChatGPT seminar at Silicon Dojo, and I want to show some examples of some interesting things when you start dealing with AI. And so one of the things I want to show here is basically how a coder could actually add in bias to a question being asked by a user. So imagine that you have a little text submit box, right? And so you click on the text submit box and you think that you're just simply sending the text. You're not realizing that the coder may do like something along the lines of concatenation. And so where concatenation is where you can actually add text to text, and all of that can then get sent to the AI, and then the AI can then give you a response that's biased based off of the additional text that the coder put in. So with this, basically we have a list here. This list is for slant. So we have for Christians, for scientists, for Pastafarians, for Republicans, and for Democrats. The question then is how did the world begin? And then for X in slant, what we're going to do is we're going to create a submit variable. How do Christians, scientists, Pastafarian, Republicans, Democrats think? Question. Then we do the response, we do the model. I am using the older ChatGPT model here just because I've been playing with it, and the output is different than the turbo model, so I'll be using the turbo model in the example that I finished with. I just figured this thing out right now. We're going to do a prompt. So basically what we're going to submit to ChatGPT is the prompt is going to be submit. We have tokens and the whole 9 yards. From there, we're going to then print out, and we're going to print out as a whatever the question, and then what the response to the question is. And I think this is kind of interesting, right? So if we just click on this will then start to give us a response, right? So as a Christian, Christians believe that the world was created by God, according to the Bible. As a scientist, scientists think that the world began with a big bang. As a Pastafarian, Pastafarians believe that the world was created by the flying spaghetti monster. Now this is what I find to be the most interesting. So I just kind of added this at the end just to be curious about what AI thinks about particular identities. So as a Republican or as a Democrat, Republicans generally believe that the world began with creation of the universe by God. So basically, it's assuming that Republicans are God-fearing folks. Democrats, on the other hand, Democrats generally believe that the world began with the Big Bang Theory, which states that the universe began with a single infinite dense point. And so I think this is just kind of an interesting thing to look at when you're dealing with AI. Not simply what the bias of AI is, but also what kinds of biases can you add to the output as a coder, and basically just what does this mean for the output of things like ChatGPT. Because like with this, what's interesting, Pastafarians believe that, Republicans generally believe that, Democrats generally believe that. One of the things too is, as a coder, I could actually parse this and simply get rid of these initial parts, right? So I could create a hyper-Christian ChatGPT client, right, interface or whatever, and basically every question that you asked it, it would then give a response from the Christian perspective, and you could simply just try to get rid of that Christian's belief. So it'll simply say the world was created by God. And I think that what's interesting here too, again, especially when you deal with technology, is people are used to technology kind of being perfect and just accepting what technology says. So if you can have a religious group that creates a ChatGPT app, and then the ChatGPT app says the world was created by God. Well, hell. If even ChatGPT knows the world was created by God, then by golly, it must be so. So anyways, just one of those interesting things that I'm currently playing with. But again, so I get all this response out of this. It's all like I say, it's relatively simple. When you get to turbo, turbo is a bit different. Oh, I just showed you my API key. I didn't mean to do that. Anyways, it's a little bit different. I'm currently playing with that right now. But the basic here with the Da Vinci model is pretty simple. So anyways, there you go. If you like these kinds of videos, give them a thumbs up. If you don't like these types of videos, give them a thumbs down. Give us a comment, whatever else. And yes, I will now be deleting my API key. Because I know you people. I know you people. You give you people an API key, you bastards will use it. So anyways, anybody out there that's about to leave the comment, you showed your API key. Oh, yes, I did. There it is. There it is. Because I accidentally showed it to y'all, so it's about to get deleted. See y'all later.